Continuing the weapon reviews for the brand new Turning Tides weapons, I bring to you today the Type 38 Arisaka Bolt Action Infantry Service Rifle. But before we do anything, let's go ahead and take a look at the statistics for this rifle within Battlefield 1. First things first, let's go over the sweet spot range. The Arisaka starts off dealing 80 damage within 10 meters and gradually increases to a maximum of 100 at 30 meters. It continues to have this damage threshold until around 60 meters, and after those 60 meters, it goes back down to 80 damage at the 100 meter mark, giving it a nice range to score some medium range one-shot kills to the body. Moving on, the Arisaka fires at 57 rounds per minute, at a bullet velocity of 770 meters per second. You shouldn't have too much difficulty leading your targets at extreme range with this rifle, but I'd advise not to even go for those shots due to the fact that the Arisaka within Battlefield 1 cannot be outfitted with a high-powered scope. Same goes for the Carcano, the other new rifle for Turning Tides. It's a shame that there isn't a marksman or sniper variant for either of these weapons, but it may be just up to balance reasons. The 30 to 60 meter sweet spot range for the Arisaka puts this rifle in direct competition with the other rifles, such as the Martini Henry, the Vertuli Vitali, and even the SMLE, whose sweet spot ranges are very similar to each other. The Arisaka, in my opinion, is more versatile than both the Martini Henry and the Vertuli, especially with its much faster bullet velocity and a higher ammo count of 5 rounds in total. So, the Arisaka suits that of a much more close and personal style of gunplay without the hindrances that these two other weapons cause. However, when it comes to the SMLE, it's honestly an unfair matchup. Though the SMLE has a slower muzzle velocity, it makes up for it with a larger ammo count and the ability to have a sight or a scope and a sweet spot range that it is just a little farther out. The Arisaka is just a poorer choice to run with when it comes to this stuff, but it shouldn't be ruled out entirely. The Type 38 best suits an aggressive scout playstyle. If you aren't too fond of running high-powered scopes and like the traditional zoom levels of the rest of the guns within Battlefield 1, you'll find the Arisaka to be just for you. So, it's time to move on to how to unlock the Type 38 Arisaka. The Type 38 Arisaka comes with the infantry variant. To begin, you must score 25 counter-sniping kills. Enemy scouts don't have to be directly shooting at you for this to work. Pretty much any kill on an enemy sniper counts towards this. Maps that are more close quarters may be a bit harder to do due to the sheer amount of autistical players, but more open maps should reap great benefits. Also, you need to score 3 multi-kills as the scout class. You can do this by scoring collaterals, grenade kills, or even hopping into a vehicle and getting the last shot on a tank for these multi-kills. The challenges for the Arisaka is generally easy to do. The challenge forced me out of my comfort zone and was challenging to unlock myself, being a medic and support pleb and whatnot, with not the best accuracy in the world. But if Scout is your go-to class like many of you out there, these challenges should come naturally to you. So, there's the Type 38 Arisaka within Battlefield 1 for you. As with the previous Browning video, let's go ahead and take a very brief look into the history behind this Japanese rifle. The Type 38 Arisaka was adopted into the Imperial Japanese Service in 1905. In real life, the Arisaka was a rugged and reliable weapon and saw service with Japanese troops until World War II. The rifle was a staggering 4 foot and 2 inches in length and would be outfitted with a 20-inch long bayonet. But the average Japanese soldier stood at around 5'3", making this rifle actually bigger than the person carrying it. Obviously, this had major issues that needed addressing, so the Arisaka was later made into a shortened version, firing a smaller cartridge and less of a powder charge to reduce recoil to make it easier for Japanese troops. Unluckily for Japanese infantrymen, the smaller version was mainly distributed to non-combat troops. All Arisakas and bayonets were actually branded with the name of the Japanese emperor using a 16-petal design, and it gave a cultural connection to the samurai warrior class, with samurais being greatly respected in that time. It was used to help boost pride and morale in Japanese troops. Well, I think that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this weapon review and let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Make sure to check out BFNations on all of our platforms to become part of the fastest growing unofficial Battlefield community. If you'd like, you can check out my own channel as well. The link will be in the description, and as always, it's been Bloodhound, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.